Well, hello everybody. Today it's Monday. And nice and calm, just a little breeze going this morning here. We've got to head out to June Lake today. So I saw somebody say in the comments they wanted to know about that house. So tell you the story on that house. I know the foundation is doing just fine, but the house is a pre-manufactured home, and it's coming in on a crane. Last year they couldn't get their permits, so I think they finally got their permits, and they're going to be bringing that house in sometime or in May, and we will definitely be out there to get some footage of that when they bring it in. It's going to be a huge crane, and it's going to be quite the ordeal bringing that thing in, closing the roads, lifting up power lines, all kinds of stuff. So that will be coming sometime in May, and we'll be here for that one. So stick around, stay tuned. But in the meantime, we're going to drive out and check out the sewer and water line that Brian and Sel started on last week. And we're going to meet the plumber out there and hopefully come up with a game plan to get those two things wrapped up. And that's pretty much the end of our scope of work on that particular project. So once we get those two items done, we're pretty much no longer needed for anything up there at this time. They may have us do some stuff later, but they're not sure yet. So yeah, it ought to be a fun day. We're going to go make sure Chad's got going good on the patio over here on Hill Street, and then probably check on Rosario down at GTH, down by the airport, and we'll go from there. Come here. Well, the water is still flowing over here. It's not got a whole lot longer to go. These are cool. These razors. Just that little bit of snow left over here. And this little bit here, I would say if the weather stays decent. Hey, Sadie, get out of that. No. If the weather stays decent, we'll be on the right track here soon. Watch out, Sadie. Sadie, come here. So this morning, we're trimming out all the footings with the shovel, just getting them all nice and clean and packed in. And we will start laying down this rebar this week. So the opener on June Lake was Saturday, a couple days ago, and I saw some people look like they did pretty good. Brian, one of our guys, he caught quite a few down by Crowley, I believe. But the opener for June was also same day. So I suspect there's going to be a few boats out here on the lake. We'll check it out right now. The lake, it looks nice and glassy. I do see a few boats out there, not very many, but a few. 5 or 6, maybe 7. I do see a lot of boats on the road, so I just think it's early. They're not quite out yet, but everybody's out catching some fish. That lake just looks beautiful right now. Look at that. Beautiful. I like June Lake a lot. It's a nice place. A little off the path, but definitely a quiet little place. Not a bad place to be. Okay, well, here it is. And you can see the water flow coming right out of the side of the mountain, just like it did last year. And it's diverting around here, heading down that way. Part of it is. And we still got that spot there that wants to pool up. This whole hillside all the way up, the water just like seeps out. So right now, back there, it's all going underneath because we raised this thing up and then we put all that rock and everything, and I'll show you all that rock. There's some of what we used, but it's pretty much this whole square that we're looking at here. This is pretty much where the excavator was swamped last year, is where this foundation is. And you can see it's up high enough where it's undisturbed by the water. All of this here is dry as a bone. And so that's a good feeling to have, knowing that it's all dry and the foundation is on rock solid ground pretty much. So this prefab unit should be coming in, like I said, probably about 2 weeks. So what we did here was the sewer line, which is right here. And that's going to daylight. You can see some of the water starting to seep up through there, but we've got sewer line daylighted here. Gonna run it all the way out to there. And he just wants to daylight it right down there for now. That's what we'll end up doing. And then here you can see that water. This is the rock that we had, and that water's just flowing. It's just a river that flows basically under this whole area here. I'm sure this water trench for the water line is probably got water in it. I would imagine, and it does. Not too bad. Well, he got it deep there. So he's definitely deep. Plumber's here. I'm gonna walk through this with him real quick and then move on to the next job. Alrighty, we met him out here and got a good game plan for that. So now we're gonna be on to the next. Back to town, back to Mammoth. Might drive over here by Silver Lake real quick. or I mean Grant Lake, and go back behind there for a sec. So this is North Shore Road here. It goes around on the back side of the lake. So I believe last year when I was here, June Lake Mining District, Bodie. I was here last year, looking at a couple of, this guy that we know has a couple lots in here. This is a neat little community right here. And he was gonna build his house last year. He changed his mind. I think he's still gonna build it, but he's waiting. He's kind of on the fence because it's an election year, so he said he's gonna wait. I talked to him recently, and yeah, that house right there was being framed, so they're still working on it, so you can see it. It's a nice little house. And then this lot right here is the one that the guy that we were talking to, he was gonna put something on it. And there's a lot that's got a sale pending on it. You know, it's a beautiful little area here. There's a foundation going in there too. Didn't know about that one. A lot of rock in here too. Plenty of rock everywhere you go, that's for sure. No shortage of rock. Looks like these guys made like rock walls out of everything. Oh yeah. These are some old cabins back here on the back side of the lake. Pretty cool. So you got some guys out here fishing. It's glassy, just glassy as can be out there today, guys. Kind of a neat little spot back here. Calm out here today. That water is, you can see, at least 10 foot down. Okay, so we drove around behind the lake, found a cool little spot here. This is a little kind of a perch that sits up above the lake, and you can kind of pull off the highway, which is over here, and it's just a little loop. You can get up here on these rocks, and you're sitting right up above the lake here. It's very cool. Look at that tree, that ancient tree right there. It is just a picture perfect morning out here. Beautiful. Just beautiful. So that's all of June Lake right there, the town. This is June Lake itself. There's the ski resort up there. Couple, maybe a month or maybe 2 months ago, we were right up there at that lodge. And Brent and I and some folks from the mountain took a snowmobile ride up to the back. It's on, I posted the video, and we looked at a building back there that's gonna need some work this summer possibly. That was pretty cool. I was actually in that lodge looking out towards where I'm standing right now, and you can see all of Mono Lake from up there, and it's just a real nice vantage point up there. But it is just crystal clear and calm today. Very quiet. Fishermen are out. We should have brought a fishing pole for sure. Hope you guys enjoyed our day up here at June Lake. Just a wonderful day to be here, and I'm glad I could share. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.